Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be looking at what's the break-even price, so where they're earning zero economic compared to the shutdown price. So when is the firm going to decide to actually get out and not produce anything, at least during that period? Alright, so we have our marginal cost curve, we have our average total cost curve, but now we also have the average variable cost. And so each of these two, the AVC and the ATC, they're there for different reasons. The main function of the ATC curve in this model is that it is going to tell us whether or not production is profitable. Like the last few videos have looked at, when the price is greater than average total cost, production is profitable, we're earning positive economic profits. When the price is less than the average total cost, then production is not profitable, so we're taking losses or earning negative economic profits. AVC doesn't tell us about profitability. AVC is telling us, the only time AVC matters, by the way, is if we're making losses. If we're earning a positive economic profit, then average variable cost doesn't matter because we know that we're earning our prices more than AVC. That's a given. But what if the price isn't quite ATC, so it's less than ATC, but it's more than AVC? What will we do? Or what if the price is less than both ATC and AVC? Will we do something else altogether? So that's why AVC is going to matter. It's going to matter because we're going to look at this is going to help us decide whether we should produce anything at all. So let's start with the easier one, ATC. Like I said, it's about profitability. So minimum ATC, that is going to be known as our break-even price. And so I have this labeled here as PBE for break-even. So our break-even price is here. It is at the minimum point of ATC, which we know occurs at the intersection of marginal cost and the ATC curve. So this is our break-even point. If the price is anything above that, the firm will earn positive economic profits. If it is anything below that, it will earn negative profits or losses. All right. Now the next question is, okay, when should the firm actually stop producing and shut down in the short run? When's it better for them to produce while making losses? Because remember, now firms have two goals. Maximize profits, but if we're losing money, then it's to minimize losses. So how do we minimize our losses? That's where the AVC comes in. Remember, AVC, these are variable costs. These are costs that increase as we produce more. If we choose to produce zero, we will have no variable costs if we produce no output. Also keep in mind that we have some fixed costs. Fixed costs are costs that we incur that do not depend on the quantity of output. So costs that were incurred up front, things like capital, things like rent, machinery, buildings, stuff like that. Contracts that we have paid or agreed to pay, and regardless of whether we produce anything at all, will affect that. Now, the thing is about fixed costs is that they have no bearing on our short run production decision. And the reason for that is that they are a sunk cost, meaning that those costs have been incurred already and we cannot get them back. They are non-recoverable regardless of what we do. So if our average total cost is not able to be covered, price is less than ATC, we might still produce because guess what? We don't care about AFC in the short run because there's nothing we can do about that. So our production decision is going to come down to our average variable cost. And the question is very, very simple. If the price is greater than AVC, then we produce in the short run. That's what that check mark is going to represent. We produce in the short run, even though we're going to take a loss. If the price, however, is less than AVC, we will not produce. That's what the X there is going to show. In the short run, we will shut down. So this is going to be our shutdown price, is when price is less than AVC. Why? Well, the idea again, AVC, that's our workers, our inputs, our electricity, the things we need to produce units of output. If by having our store open on Monday, let's say Monday's a really bad day for business, but we're able to, at the very least, pay for all of our workers, all of our variable costs, all of our inputs, plus a little bit more. That means that we're covering all of our variable costs plus some of our fixed costs, which means that we are able to minimize our losses better by staying open. That's going to be true if the price is anywhere between ATC and AVC. All right, anywhere between ATC and AVC, we should stay open. We're going to be making losses, but they will help us to minimize our losses if the price is between ATC and AVC. If the price is less than AVC, we should close the door, shut down, because that means that we are not even able to recoup the money that we're paying the workers and paying for the inputs. So PSD, that is our shutdown price. This is the point where we should not produce in the short run because we are not able to even recover that money back. Okay, last thing I want to say in this video is that this then leads to our short run supply curve, which is going to be the marginal cost curve down to this shutdown price. So the way to say it is that the firm's supply curve is the marginal cost curve above the average variable cost. That is the firm's supply curve in the short run. It is the MC curve above AVC. Okay, hope this helped. Till next time, this has been a La Money production.